If there is an active shooter, you're either going to do one of three things. You're going to run, you're going to hide, or you're going to fight.
Hidalgo County's top lawman discussing what to do should you find yourself face-to-face with an active shooter.
And we learned today the FBI issued a warning just days before the attacks in El Paso and Ohio. Channel 5's John Paul Barajas live in our newsroom with the details. John Paul.
The FBI director issuing that warning to the Senate, he alerted to the rising concern of domestic terrorism and identified possible targets.
Come on!
The deadly shooting in El Paso hitting close to home, not just geographically, but because of potential motives for the shooter.
We're dealing with a tragedy of 22 people who have perished by an evil, hateful act of a white supremacist.
El Paso officials believe Hispanics and migrants coming into the U.S. were the main target Saturday. Our home, much like El Paso, a border town with a giant Hispanic community, the similarities bringing the fear from West Texas to our own streets.
If there is an active shooter, you're either going to do one of three things. You're going to run, you're going to hide, or you're going to fight.
Sheriff Eddie Guerra reminding us they offer active shooter training for everyone.
We have trained so far approximately over 7,000 civilians here in Hidalgo County.
They've been offering the training for the last 3 years. The sheriff's office will also go to schools, churches, and businesses.
They're trained to go in there and they look at the buildings. They do an assessment in the buildings, figure out the weak points of the entry and exits.
It's all free of charge. All you have to do is call the sheriff's office and set up an appointment.
Try to get you out of here by 1 o'clock. I know you got an agency to run.
FBI Director Christopher Wray meeting with the Senate panel just over a week before the El Paso shooting.
My sense is there's all kinds of things that contribute to the often sort of deranged extremism that occurs.
Adding the FBI's biggest concern, that law enforcement, government officials, and minorities will be a target for this type of violence. For more information on the training, you can call the sheriff's office and ask for Deputy Rick Garcia. We'll have that number on our website after the newscast. In the newsroom, John Paul Barajas, Channel 5 News at 10.